Hey everybody, it's Chris Lote here, and in this screencast I'm going to share with you how to set up and organize and moderate the discussion site on your class site that you may have on the portal. So here's a class site that I set up, and I've added the discussions feature. Click on that, and this is what the discussion page looks like, and it's actually pretty empty because I've just started it. And we just have one test post in there. So the discussions feature is a place where you can post an idea or a question or a prompt or a provocation for students, and they can reply to it, and they can also build on each other's ideas because every student sees all of the responses. So it's a discussion forum, like a typical discussion forum you'd see online where people add their ideas or thoughts or opinions, and it's a great place to collaborate and to think together and to share ideas. So here we are. Before we start a new discussion, I just wanted to point out a couple of things. This is the teacher view, and you can see the teacher view has this sort of panel in the middle, and then also has the panel over here on the side with these links. Here is a student view. I'm going to click on my Chrome browser because I've logged in as one of the fake students, and if I go to the discussion site as a student, they see something a little bit different. They still see that middle panel here in the middle, but they don't see all of those links on the side, and that's where the teacher can make some choices for how they want things set up. So I'm going to go back to the teacher view and go back here, and you'll know which view I'm in by looking up here. So here I'm in student view, so I'm going to go back to teacher view, and you can see my name and picture up there. So here's the teacher view. So a couple of things. First of all, we can go down and click on this reputation settings. So the reputation settings will be an option for teachers to either allow kids to provide their vote or rating of a comment or an idea, and you can use either star ratings or likes. I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to say no to that. Also, I don't see the purpose of this. We don't need to have points earned unless you really are your kids are motivated by these points. I'm going to turn this off, so I'm going to not have this point system totaled or tallied for the number of student responses. So I'm going to turn that off. And like with anything on the portal, if you make a change, you always have to click on some button to confirm that, and I'm going to hit OK. So when we get back to that page, that main page for the discussion, you'll see that there was a little menu over here, a little bit of information over here on the side that provided a bit of info on how many kids had replied and things like that. So it's totally up to the teacher to have that, but I would suggest turning it off. Another thing that you might want to do is from this main page of the discussions, this little notifications bell will allow you to get notified if a student has made a reply or maybe made a change. And you can see I've already set this up. I've clicked on email and added my email address. And then down here I can say, well, I want to be notified for all changes. But if you want to just be notified for anything that's new or if items are deleted, your choice. And you can see there's more options down here. So this way you get notified via email for any new or any reply or anything that's been added to the discussion site. Again, your choice. You don't have to set that up, but you can. And by the way, the text messaging option does not work, so don't try to set that up. All right, so back to the main page, and we'll have a look at, here we go. So we'll have a look at, so when I type in the new discussion, so this is where you might get some ideas of how you might use this. So I'm going to type in, what are your thoughts on how Dr. Bonnie Henry, is informing BC citizens about COVID-19. So I've got that. Now, if you wanted to, you could add a, so there's the subject. You could add other elements to this. You could add a photo if you wanted to, or a link. You could add something in here and add in a URL or a link. If I had a picture of Bonnie Henry, I could go here and I could click on a picture. So you can add a picture. You can also add a link. I've tried adding videos and it doesn't seem to work. There needs to be some Silverlight thing. So for now, I would leave that out as an option. So you can just simply put a prompt there. You could put some things in here. You could put a little more information if you wanted to, but I'm just going to click on Save. So here is the discussion prompt. So I'm going to go over to the student view now, and this is what the students would see. So I've posted that. So now as a student, I'm going to refresh this page, and this student sees this and, oh, there's a new discussion prompt. I'm going to click on that, and you can see here that it shows that who has posted it, and then there's a place here for the students to reply. And you could put some kind of response like, I think she is doing an amazing job as she is very calm and forthright with the information. So, of course, you could write a lot more because she's doing such a fantastic job, but I'm going to just leave it at that for time's sake, and I'm going to hit reply. So now, this is, of course, here's the student view. You can see what the student sees here, and I'm going to go back to the teacher view. I'm going to hit refresh, and you can see if I click on this that I would be able to see what the student has seen. Now, as the teacher, I do have the option to go in and click on edit, and I could delete it. So if it was an inappropriate comment, I could delete that if I wanted to, but hopefully you'll never get into that situation. So there's the basics for the discussion site. So a couple of ideas of how people have been using this in our district. Some people are posting an article and asking the students what strikes you, like it could be a link to a website, or get the students to just do what struck you with that. You can ask students to make connections to the, if you have a website article or something on news article online, and the kids can then make some kind of a connection. You could also have, this could also be a place where kids crowdsource some information. And so they're going to post a bunch of information on a certain topic, something you're studying in class, or it could be also links. They could have different links of information so the kids can share that, those sites maybe where they found some good information. You could also ask them to maybe poll their family members and see what the families are thinking about perhaps the whole COVID-19 situation that we find ourselves in. You could also post photos on there and ask the kids to say, you know, how does this photo connect with what we're doing, the unit that we're studying, or maybe the unit we were studying before spring break. So a few ideas there, and hopefully you will find that this discussion forum can be a useful tool for your kids to collaborate, to share ideas, to build on each other's ideas. That is very much encouraged. So it shows that the kids are reading other responses and then building on their ideas. So hopefully this will be a helpful tool in your delivery of your curriculum online over the course of the next 2-3 months. Have a good day.